Coin, so we're going to flip a coin right here to determine who goes first, okay? Okay, we're going to flip a coin then.
Yeah. Football.
All right, you want to call heads?
This is fun.
Check that coin out and make sure it takes.
Okay, we have the candidates, we have the Republican candidate, Peter Parente, and we have the Democratic candidate, Jared Rice. Mr. Rice won the coin toss, so Mr. Parente will start with his opening statement, and closing statement he will have the choice of when to go. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Parente.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Mr. McLean and Mr. Williams and the NAACP for giving me an opportunity to speak with you tonight. I'm a lifelong resident of Rochelle, and I've been a homeowner in District 3 for 9 years with my wife and my 5-year-old son, Peter Michael. For those of you who know me, it's good to see you here tonight. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Peter Parente, and I'm running for City Council District 3. As your councilman, I would be an advocate for all those who live in this great, diverse district that we all call home. I come from a working class family. My father started a business in 1979, and after his passing in 1993, me and my 2 brothers have carried on his legacy to this day. My mom is a loving and caring woman who raised me and my 7 brothers and sisters. Both parents have instilled in me a strong work ethic and to respect and value all people equally. In my home growing up, my family has always cared for foster children. Over the years, I can remember many of them. But God has blessed us with a special 3. Michelle, Christina, and Joseph. Michelle is German, Swedish, and American Indian. Christina is Puerto Rican, and Joseph is African American. So when I talk about diversity, it's not just for my campaign. It's the way of my family lives and our way of life. Finally, I would like to speak openly on the issue of race. I ask you please not to judge either of us on our skin color, but rather in the strength and the quality of our character, as well as the ability to bring results here to District 3, which is so sorely needed. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jared Rice, and I am the Democratic candidate for Council District 3 right here in the city of New Rochelle. I want to thank the NAACP for giving me this opportunity to speak with everybody. This is a short window. We haven't had that much time to campaign, and we have large ground to cover. District 3 is a very large district, and the best thing for me to do is to reach out to people individually, walking doors, and also in group settings such as this. Being that we are in the NAACP setting, I just wanted to focus on some of the themes of the NAACP. When I looked on the website and I looked at the mission of the NAACP, it reads that the mission of the NAACP is to ensure the political, educational, social, and economic equality of rights of all persons and to eliminate race-based discrimination. Ladies and gentlemen, that mission is unfulfilled as of today. 50 years ago, the issues that the NAACP dealt with revolved around segregation. Today, those issues are mass incarceration, inadequate housing, jobs, education, and the like. What you have with me today is somebody who represents a new generation who's ready to get down and dirty and fight for civil rights and do what's right. My ultimate goal is for us to live in a country where all people of all races are equal and we can have the opportunity to live the American dream. I plan on doing that right here in the city of New Rochelle. I plan on doing that right here in District 3, and I hope everybody will give me the opportunity to hear me out, and I have a lot more to say. Thank you.
from the Political Action Committee, and Mr. Parente will answer it first.
Mr. Parente, my name is Dorothy Oliver.
Good evening.
And good evening. I would like to ask you, what are your views for the development of North Avenue from Fifth Avenue to the train station?
Well, North Avenue corridor has been a very important topic for District 3 especially. I would like to see a revenue producing a responsible way to build for the area that we could that we could be a responsible development in the area that will create revenue for the entire city. The city has been very hard up for money, and we need to find ways that we could create revenue so we can bring it back to New Rochelle, so we can keep all the essential services that we so sorely need. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Mr. Wright.
The issue is jobs. I'm walking around, unemployment is high right now. If you walk down that North Avenue corridor from Fifth Avenue down to Iona College, you'll see a slew of for rent signs. That's unacceptable. We need to bring new businesses in. We need to have people with jobs. We need employment. Right now, as you know, before the City Council, Iona is planning on building new dormitories. A lot of opposition is being brought against that. People do not want their quality of life to go down because of the new Iona dormitories. I think that we need to utilize Iona and what they've done for the city and work out a partnership with them where they could use some of the North Avenue corridor and they could develop some of it and we could have jobs. The issue is jobs. That's what I'm going to bring to District 3, and that's what we need to focus on.
Excuse me, I'd just like to expand on what you just said. My problem with the North Avenue corridor is in Iona because the redevelopment is going on from Iona North. I'm talking about from Fifth Avenue to the train station, I guess it's south. And I don't see anything happening from North and Fifth down to the train station. And that I don't even walk in that area anymore because it's just an eyesore. So I would like to see someone, you know, take and use money to develop that area, to clean that up.
So we just say that Sickles down to the train station is District 4, I'm happy to talk about the development process.
All right.
It's not in District 3.
We're going to move to the next question from the Political Action. And Mr. Wright will field that question. Excuse me, Mr. Rice will field that question first.
My name is Jeffrey Dobbs. Could you please explain your feelings concerning affordable housing in New Rochelle?
Affordable housing is a big issue in New Rochelle. One of the things that we have here in the city is a law that states whenever new development is brought into New Rochelle, a certain amount of those units have to be with affordable housing. More importantly, we have the Hartley development, which is, from what I hear, underway. It's a project that they plan to redevelop the area, and they plan to put 1, 2, and 3-story buildings in, and they plan to, I guess, for lack of a better word, knock down the buildings. I am open to listening to the community and hearing what they have to say about that. That has been voted on years ago, so that's not an issue that's particularly before this council. Affordable housing is on the way. It is being built. Also, with regards to the Shiloh housing that's being done, that's senior housing, and that's also going to be affordable units. I think that we need more affordable units. Affordable is a tricky word. I myself need affordable housing, so I think that the city of New Rochelle needs to be more affordable for all people, young, middle class, upper class, lower class, and we all need to work together to provide more affordable housing for everybody.
Mr. Parente.
Yes, I am 100% for 100% for affordable housing. Affordable housing is also a workforce housing that I think we need more of it in New Rochelle. We don't have enough affordable dwelling units, and we need places for our firemen and our police department, our DPW workers and our teachers that work right here in the school district that give back to the community so much. They cannot afford to live here in New Rochelle, so they have to live up the line a little bit and commute, where they would be very happy to live here. I think it needs to be spread out a little bit more equally throughout New Rochelle. I know District 3 has a lot of it. Not that we can't use some more in District 3, but I think only District 1 is the only other district in New Rochelle that has any affordable or workforce housing, and I think it should be spread across the whole city. I would like to see more of it, and with some of the plans that are on the table right now, like Hartley House, that I went down to the building department and looked at the plans that is going to the board this coming month. I would approve it, and they have some changes to make, some safety issues that for the concerns of the fire department, but I think it's a great plan, and I'm for it.
Okay, we're gonna have the next question, and Mr. Parente will field that question first.
Joe Johnstone. I'd like to ask you about the taxes in New Rochelle and also about unemployment, youth unemployment. How are you going to address that?
Well, the taxes in New Rochelle, one thing that you can count on me, I will not be giving away our property here in New Rochelle, and I will not be giving away tax abatements in New Rochelle. One of the reasons why we can't afford anything in New Rochelle as a city is because we keep giving away too many benefits to too many developers around here, and it's putting the burden on all the taxpayers and building owners and store owners and small businesses. So that will come to an absolute screeching halt, number one. Number two, on the youth unemployment, I would hope as this community center and the Boys Club and hopefully possibly even the Armory down on Main Street can be utilized for a community center, something that could bring some tutoring and mentorship after school for the young men and women of this city to bring them up to par with their education. We have less than a 60%, I believe, graduation rate in New Rochelle, and we would like to bring that up and educate the children to start first start with an education, and then hopefully we could do job training and entrepreneurship and job placement through some of these community centers, and this is what I plan on doing first thing.
The issue of taxes, I believe that it's a bigger issue than just tax abatements. And when you look at taxes, you have to look at revenues and expenses. When revenues are down, you need to decrease your expenses. If not, the property taxes are going to raise. So in this tough economic climate, I really think that we need to look at the budget line by line, and we need to see what needs to be cut. I'm an aspiring homeowner, and I can only imagine for the existing homeowners how hard it is to pay your mortgage, to pay rising property taxes, and also your wages are not increasing. I think it's important that the city of New Rochelle is more affordable for the people who want to be homeowners and also for the existing homeowners. As for the youth programs, that's all I'm about. I'm about bringing opportunities for the youth. That's what District 3 was created for. I'm planning on working hand in hand with the Youth Bureau. I know they have a lot of things going on. Their funding is their funding. We need to bring in outside grants. We need to bring in outside investors. And like I said with the last question, we need to bring jobs in for everybody, and it will trickle down to the youth as well.